Okay, I should have a caution here. I'm caution. This is going to be unsettling. This is going to be unsettling. What she went through here is so terrible. So I wish upon you that you should never be as misogynized as this woman was. Look at this victim here, and the Uber driver is a misogynist. A crazy, crazy, awful, evil misogynist. Here she is. The Uber driver cranked up some sort of incel-adjacent, misogynistic audiobook.
Women shun men who are easily dominated by other men or who fail to command the respect of the group. Women's desire for status shows up in everyday life. A colleague overheard a conversation among 4 women at a restaurant. They were all complaining that there were no eligible men around. Yet, these women were surrounded by male waiters, none of whom was wearing a wedding ring.
This assault on this poor, helpless, defenseless woman being forced to face this barrage of male incel testosterone insecurity trying to basically assault her mind. I stand with you. I stand with you. I stand with you. I am woman. Hear me roar. The fear of violence, Leif said, is why she won't publicly share the full details of the driver's identity. As a mother with 3 children, she said she does not want to risk putting her family in danger from audiobook Uber guy. After the ride, Leif said she reported the experience on the Uber app, but was disappointed to see she was only able to click, quote, I felt unsafe, rather than fully describe her experience. She said she thinks the user interface is too, quote, cut and dry, and fears the system could discourage people from fully reporting their experiences concerning threatening and misogynistic behavior from Uber drivers. I'm just glad she survived, personally. That's just me. Leib claimed she eventually received a call from Uber support, which she thinks likely only happened because of people tagging the company in her viral videos comment section. She said Uber refunded her ride and informed her the driver in question was locked out of his Uber app access until it finalizes an investigation. The audiobook in question is The Evolution of Desire, Strategies of Human Mating by evolutionary psychologist David M. Buss. Viewers of Leif's video point to the pressures women face to stay silent in order to protect themselves from potentially violent retaliation. What? This makes me mad. This makes me mad. Why would anyone? I'm telling you right now, I don't believe for a second that this dude here, I don't believe for a second that he was threatening to this woman. I don't buy it. I don't think anything of the kind. There's no reason to make such an assumption. He's probably just a dude trying to learn how to pick up women, what it takes to be successful with women. So what did they do? They took this Uber driver and they basically said, F you, we're going to screw your job. So disgusting. It's so awful. Presumably, chances are very, very high if he's playing this audiobook, he has no idea what the next paragraph is. He's not playing it for her. He's playing it to listen to it. He's playing it so that he basically is saying to his customer, I don't want to have an effing conversation with you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm just doing my own thing. That's what the book is about. Because he's like, I don't understand women in today's society. Women today are crazy. And what does she do? She proceeds to prove it right by basically saying, I'm freaking lunatic. I'm going to get you fired for listening to this book. What the hell is wrong with you? What kind of sick, demented woman says, oh, I'm going to punish this person who clearly never was any physical threat to me? Because you want to know something. If he was a physical threat to her, if he really, really meant to hurt her, he had no way of knowing that he was being recorded. He had no way of knowing that he was being followed. He clearly never, ever for 1 second thought about harming her. So this lunatic decides that she's going to go off there and start screaming about like, oh my God, this crazy man almost killed me. And Uber says, oh, we're going to suspend you while we check out this idiot, lunatic, sicko woman's claim and put you on suspension that you can't earn your livelihood because some jackass see you next Tuesday woman decides that she's not comfortable with you. And rather than actually opening her mouth like any adult human would do. She sat there silently, brooding like a freaking moron, like a like this arrogant bitch who's like, oh, I'm not even gonna say anything to this guy. Just recording it here for my TikTok following and give an interview here about how I was sexually harassed by someone, and I'm going to see that he gets fired, he loses money, and prove everything that recording was saying was actually true. Because the recording was saying is that women sneer, they look down at guys who don't make a lot of money. So this bitch sees an Uber driver and she says, F you, I'm going to screw you over. I'm going to take your job from you. I'm going to remove you because you weren't sufficiently sensitive to how I would feel about you listening to this audiobook. F you, you stupid woman, you jerk, you insensitive cunt. How dare you come forward and say that you're going to take someone's job, a guy's job away? You sit there quietly and instead I'm going to try and take this guy's job from him rather than actually express myself to him like a freaking adult. No, I'm going to act like a child. I'm going to sit here like I'm the self-important one. Oh, I am so important. I'm going to put this up on my stupid TikTok, and then when it goes viral, and let's have Uber start investigating like this guy, like, oh my God, can you believe this misogynistic animal? How dare he listen to an audiobook while I'm in the car and not think about how I'm going to feel about that audiobook? F you, you're a jerk, you're a bitch. I hope something terrible happens to you. No one should do it to you. I hope God does it to you. I hope God punishes you for the punishment that you levied on this person. No person, I'm not doxing you, I'm not calling you out, I'm not saying anyone should physically harm you. I don't want anyone to physically harm you. I just want terrible karma to happen to you. Terrible karma to happen to you because you're a terrible person. And just like you screwed over this person here, I hope karma F's you up so hard. I hope every day of your life is freaking miserable because you are an evil, self-absorbed bitch. You don't care about how you hurt this other person here. This person who clearly meant no physical harm to you at all. But now, here you are coming out. Oh my God, I'm so impressed. Oh, can you believe this misogynistic man? Oh, I felt so threatened. I was so violated. You were nothing. You're just a self-absorbed, I need attention. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. I had to listen to an audiobook. You're a crazy woman. You're a lunatic. These people from this MSN thing, they're lunatics also. You're a bunch of effing lunatics. You're stupid people. You're crazy people. And you punish people who are actually just going out there trying to help society, trying to actually bust their butt to support a family. You don't know if this guy has like 6 kids who he can't now support because you, like a freaking self-absorbed bitch, you don't even know. For all you know, children are going hungry now because you're a bitch. Because you're a self-absorbed, stupid bitch that you say, oh, I felt uncomfortable. You have no idea. This guy's family may be living now without any air conditioning and this oppressive heat because they can't afford electricity because he didn't get paid from Uber and he can't go out there and get a job because, oh, I felt uncomfortable. Open your freaking mouth instead of being so freaking self-absorbed. Oh, look at me. I'm on TikTok. Oh, look at me. There's an article written about me that I was so impressed by this evil misogynist. F you. You're a terrible person. You're a terrible person. You make society a worse place because you encourage other bitches to act like lunatics. And when I say bitches, by the way, I'm not simply referring to people who have XX chromosomes. I'm referring to XY chromosomes who are bitches also because you don't need to actually be a female, have female genitalia in order to be a bitch. You could be a lunatic bitch also because you're basically someone who's self-absorbed and says, my perspective, my feelings, my thoughts about the matter are way more important than what anyone else has to think about the matter. And so what if I end up stomping on some guy who's an Uber, who's sitting there trying to bust his ass, trying to help society out by working for Uber? I'm going to F him over just so I get a little attention and everyone could see how I was such a freaking victim. F you, you self-absorbed jerk. You terrible human being. And F you in this stupid article, Grace Stanley, the author of this article, F you too, because you're a jerk. You're a self-absorbed jerk. How dare you come forward and start ruining this guy's life. Start screwing him over, playing around with his income. Because, oh my God, he listened to an audiobook, which he's trying to get some help for himself as to like how he can deal with women. And you want to know why he needs books like this? Because of people like you, screwed up people like you. People who basically, he's trying to figure out, how do I relate to women in today's world, which fortunately, by the way, most women are not like you. Most women are actually pretty sane. They're pretty normal. They're pretty good people. Unfortunately, he probably has been trying to figure out people like you.